For the past 15 years, we've watched the world become connected in ways once thought unimaginable. But networks are really just still in their infancy with a lot of growing up left to do. Through a host of new technologies and services, LSI is teaching networks to grow up, and fast. I'm here today in New York City to catch up with their VP of Marketing. Charlie, nice to catch up with you here today at Interop.
Nice to see you as well, Todd. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, in this day of Web 2.0 and Facebook and doing everything online, it's nice to actually talk to somebody in person once in a while.
That is true.
So Charlie, what are some of the trends you're seeing here today in networking?
Well, Todd, the networking industry will surpass $2 trillion this year, but it's growing slower than GDP. The industry itself is looking for ways to reverse this trend. And specifically in the networking space, we believe that these next generation services will be driven by Gen Y and Gen Z, folks that are used to social networking and on-demand digital content. They expect to be connected to this anytime, anywhere, on any device, not just at home, but actually bringing that to work. These folks will be defining what we call any-to-any or A-to-A services.
So Charlie, exactly how will some of these trends affect us?
Well, these A-to-A services are network-enabled that mash up web, mobile, unified communications, and SaaS components all in real time. Some of the industry experts actually refer to this as Web 3.0. These A-to-A services impact the way we communicate, the way we live, and the way we do business. And as a result of this, to deliver these services, we need to construct next-generation networks and platforms to be service-aware.
You know what, let's go inside and check out some of what's going on with all these services.
That sounds like a good idea.
So Charlie, given these trends and impacts, what are some of the changes we can expect to see in networks?
Todd, the network platform has to change and has to evolve from a packet and protocol aware to a service aware. Service awareness is about increasing three things: intelligence, security, and control in the network. What this means that the network has to look deeper into the data, understand what information it has. For example, in order to deliver IPTV services, we require quality of experience, or QoE. Application-based routing is another example, and on-demand media transcoding would be another example of that.
So what are some of the key steps and elements you're doing to institute a service-aware infrastructure?
There are three fundamental networking acceleration engines or processes that are required, and specifically packet, media, and content processing engines. LSI has the prolific history in networking innovation through our Bell Labs heritage. What we've developed is basically a solution of silicon and software that is targeted at enabling service-aware networks in the enterprise and service provider networks.
So with that in mind, let me ask you this question. Given what you've seen here at the show today, when do you expect some of these trends to actually become a reality?
Well, Todd, to tell you the truth, it has begun. As a matter of fact, it's on the path and accelerating, and the rate of acceleration is going to be controlled by the demand of these new services and innovations that need to happen by Gen Y and Gen Z folks. In fact, where we're here today, you have three shows all at the same time in one location. We have Web 2.0, we have Interop, and we have Mobile Business Expo. This is a true testament and a proof point of the viral expansion of social networking into the business infrastructure. Our role is to continue to innovate and drive down the cost, power, and complexity out of these networks so that they become service-aware networks that we can deliver these new any-to-any or A-to-A services on them.
Charlie, thanks for spending the time. I appreciate it. Interesting stuff. I'll catch you on MySpace.
Absolutely, on Facebook.
It's great to catch up with people like Charlie from LSI who are really in the know about the future of networking. And if what Charlie says is coming up soon, we have some fantastic things to look forward to in the web and into the future. For Tech Web TV in New York City, I'm Todd Townsend.